If you want stronger legs even in your 80s or 90s, there is something important you need to understand right now. Leg weakness rarely shows up all at once. It usually begins quietly. At first, getting up from a chair feels a little slower than it used to. Then stairs begin to feel more tiring. Later, even a short walk can leave your legs heavy and drained. Many people assume this is just part of getting older, but that is not the full story. In many cases, what is really happening is age-related muscle loss, a slow and often unnoticed decline that affects strength, balance, and mobility. And because the legs are usually one of the first places where this change becomes noticeable, they often determine how long a person can remain active, steady, and independent. The encouraging part is that this decline is not always fixed or irreversible. The body still responds to support, especially when it receives the right nutrients consistently. Exercise matters, of course, but food plays a much bigger role than many people realize. In fact, for many older adults, what they eat every day can either accelerate weakness or help rebuild strength from the inside out. That is why today's focus is so important. There are 6 foods that can help support muscle function, reduce inflammation, improve recovery, and keep the legs stronger for longer. Some of them are already common in many kitchens, but they are often underestimated or not used in a way that truly benefits the body. And just a quick note before we continue. If this type of content has been helping you, there's a membership option here on the channel. It's simply a way to support, and I also try to give priority in the comments to those who are part of it so I can stay more connected with you. If you're interested, I'll leave the link in the comments. Let's begin with sweet potatoes, one of the most useful foods for maintaining steady energy in the legs. Movement requires fuel, and as the body ages, muscles often become less efficient at storing and using that fuel. That is one reason basic activities can start to feel more demanding. Sweet potatoes help because they provide a slow, sustained source of energy rather than a quick burst followed by fatigue. Their complex carbohydrates feed the muscles over time, which can support walking, standing, and other daily movement without the sharp highs and lows that come from more processed foods. They also contain potassium, which is essential for healthy muscle contractions, and vitamin A, which supports recovery and tissue repair. Their bright color signals the presence of beta-carotene and other protective compounds that help calm inflammation, and that matters because chronic inflammation slowly damages muscle tissue over time. On top of that, the fiber in sweet potatoes helps digestion and nutrient absorption, which means the body is better able to use the nutrition it receives. Whether they are roasted, mashed, or added to soups, sweet potatoes can become a simple but powerful part of a routine that supports stronger legs. Oats deserve far more credit than they usually get. Many people think of them as a bland breakfast food, but for older adults, they can be a steady source of endurance. One common complaint as people age is that the legs seem to run out of energy too early in the day. Sometimes they feel tired halfway through normal activities, and even a small physical effort can seem draining. Oats can help with that because they release energy slowly, which helps stabilize blood sugar and gives muscles a more dependable supply of fuel. Instead of creating a quick spike and crash, they support a steadier rhythm of energy. Oats also contain plant protein, which contributes to the maintenance and repair of muscle tissue. That matters because after a certain age, the body naturally becomes less efficient at preserving muscle. In addition, oats provide important minerals such as iron and magnesium. Iron helps carry oxygen to the muscles, while magnesium helps them relax and function properly, which may reduce cramps, tightness, and that heavy feeling some seniors notice in their legs. Oats can also support circulation and overall recovery, making them a smart and practical foundation for breakfast or snacks. Eaten warm, blended into a smoothie, or baked into something simple, they quietly help the body stay stronger and more resilient. Avocados are another food that can make a meaningful difference, especially for stiffness, soreness, and cramping. As people grow older, they often notice that their legs no longer feel as loose or responsive as they once did. There may be tightness in the morning, discomfort after sitting too long, or a general sense that movement requires more effort. A large part of that can be linked to inflammation and mineral imbalance. Avocados help on both fronts. Their healthy monounsaturated fats are known for supporting the body's inflammatory balance, which can help protect both muscles and joints. That may translate into less soreness, easier movement, and better flexibility over time. They are also rich in potassium, a mineral muscles rely on for proper contraction and relaxation. When potassium levels are not ideal, cramps and spasms can become more common, especially at night. Avocados also contain vitamin E and other antioxidants that help protect muscle tissue from stress and wear. Their healthy fats may even support circulation, helping nutrients and oxygen reach the muscles more effectively. Whether spread on toast, added to a salad, blended into a smoothie, or eaten simply with seasoning, avocados can become a consistent ally for keeping the legs more comfortable and mobile. Berries may be small, but their effect can be surprisingly powerful. One of the hidden reasons muscles weaken with age is the constant exposure to oxidative stress. This kind of internal wear and tear damages cells slowly, and over time it can affect strength, recovery, and joint comfort. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are rich in antioxidants that help neutralize some of that damage. In other words, they help protect the body from the inside while also reducing some of the inflammation that contributes to soreness and stiffness. Their vitamin C content supports collagen production, which is important not only for skin, but also for connective tissues, tendons, and joint support. That means berries do not just protect muscle fibers, they also help maintain the tissues that allow the body to move smoothly and securely. They may also support healthy blood flow, helping oxygen get where it needs to go more efficiently. Many people also appreciate that berries can support mental sharpness along with physical health, which makes them especially appealing as part of a daily routine. Added to oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies, or simply eaten fresh, berries bring both flavor and function to a meal. Salmon stands out because it supports muscle rebuilding in a more direct way. Every time a person stands, walks, or climbs, the leg muscles are doing real work. But with aging, the body becomes slower at repairing the tiny damage that naturally happens through daily use. This is where salmon can be extremely helpful. It is rich in high-quality protein, which gives the muscles the amino acids they need to repair and stay firm. But salmon offers more than just protein. Its omega-3 fatty acids help lower inflammation, which is important because inflammation is one of the biggest obstacles to comfort, strength, and recovery in older adults. These healthy fats may also support circulation by helping blood vessels stay more flexible, which can improve the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the muscles. That can mean better endurance, less heaviness, and faster recovery after activity. Salmon also supports nerve function and contains B vitamins, including B12, which play a key role in energy production and coordination. You do not need to eat it every day to benefit. Even a few servings each week can help the body maintain strength and function more effectively. Grilled, baked, or even canned in a good quality form, salmon can be one of the most efficient foods for restoring and protecting the legs. And then there are eggs, perhaps the most complete and practical food on this list. When health professionals talk about foods that support muscle maintenance after 60, eggs are often near the top, and for good reason. They contain high-quality protein with all the essential amino acids the muscles need. Since age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia, becomes more common as the years go on, foods that provide complete protein become especially valuable. Eggs help the body repair and preserve muscle tissue in a way that is both simple and affordable. They also provide vitamin D, which is important not only for bones, but also for muscle function, coordination, and balance. Low vitamin D levels are common in older adults and may contribute to weakness and fatigue. In addition, eggs contain choline, which helps support communication between nerves and muscles. That matters for reaction time, steadiness, and control. They also offer B vitamins, healthy fats, and antioxidants that help support energy and protect cells from stress. 1 or 2 eggs a day can fit easily into most routines, and over time, that consistency can help strengthen the body's foundation in a very practical way. A question many people ask is whether all 6 of these foods need to be eaten every day. The answer is no. What matters more is regularity than perfection. You do not need every food every single day, but you do need the habit of including these kinds of foods throughout the week. The body responds to patterns. A breakfast with oats and berries, a lunch with avocado, a dinner with salmon, or a morning meal that includes eggs can all contribute to better support for the muscles. These foods work well together, and in many cases their nutrients complement one another. That kind of synergy helps the body do more with what it receives. Another question is timing. Morning can be an excellent time to eat nutrient-dense foods because the body is beginning a new day of activity and can use that support early. But there is no strict rule that says they must only be eaten in the morning. Lunch and dinner can be just as useful. What matters most is that the muscles receive regular nourishment. And yes, movement still matters too. Food helps provide the materials, but movement tells the body to use them. Even simple activity like walking, chair exercises, or light stretching can help these foods do their job more effectively. Nutrition feeds the system, and movement activates it. When you step back and look at the full picture, the message is simple but powerful. Sweet potatoes help provide lasting energy and support recovery. Oats help build endurance and reduce fatigue. Avocados support flexibility and help protect against cramps and stiffness. Berries defend the muscles and joints from oxidative stress and inflammation. Salmon helps rebuild tissue and improve circulation. Eggs provide complete nourishment for muscle maintenance, balance, and strength. Together, these foods form a strong nutritional foundation for protecting mobility as the years go by. So if your legs have been feeling weaker, heavier, or less reliable lately, do not assume the story is over. The body still responds when it is given the right support. Small changes repeated consistently can lead to meaningful improvements in strength, balance, and confidence. It may begin with something as simple as adding berries to breakfast, replacing a processed side dish with sweet potatoes, or eating eggs more regularly. Those choices may seem small in the moment, but over time, they can help protect something deeply important: your ability to move freely and live independently. And as always, this kind of information should be used wisely. It is educational, not a substitute for individualized medical advice. Anyone with health conditions, dietary restrictions, or medications should speak with a doctor or qualified healthcare professional before making major changes to their diet. Safety comes first. But for many people, the right foods can become one of the most practical and powerful ways to support stronger legs and a more active life in the years ahead.